Everyone. Till now we have understood global distribution and multiple write region features of Cosmos DB. And in the last video, when we were talking about multiple write regions with the example, like there is West US and 3 read regions, if you remember, we come to the point where all these regions have they can write in their own local data center, and afterwards it will replicate. And we ended on the point where we were thinking, how about the conflicts, or what about the conflicts? If, let's suppose, they are like two, or because it's writing all the time in different regions, and then the replication is happening. And what if two people are working on the same record and updating the same record at the same time? Let's say one user in, if we take the same example, one user in West US, another one in Japan, and they both write the same record at the same time. And once the replication happens, which record would be considered as the final value? And you can just imagine there were thousands of records modifying at one point in time, and replication happening in all globally in all the regions. So this is very important. We need to understand these situations and how to fix it. Well, the good thing is Cosmos has wonderful features. So even this feature that Cosmos provide is called conflict resolution. Here we can define the logic under conflict resolution property that comes under mode, which could be shown in while we will perform demonstration on the lab. But this series is more about understanding the concept. This video is all about understanding the concept. So I'll show you when we'll be performing the labs for the Cosmos DB. So for now, you just need to understand the conflicts that we were talking about in the last video that can easily be taken care by the conflict resolution property of Azure Cosmos DB. Now, what is that property and how can we utilize it? Well, as the name says, this property will help you to define the logic. For example, last write wins. So it doesn't matter how close to people are writing, but there must be a difference of maybe milliseconds or maybe less than that, but that can be detected by the Cosmos. Cosmos has the timestamp property for every record, and that can be taken care by. So last write wins. Whosoever is writing, all those replications happening, the latest write will be the final value always. That can be done with the help of conflict resolution property. You put that logic, and this is not the only way. There are other ways as well. There's another logic, we call it merge procedure. Now you can merge with the help of some logic again, that could be like, which requires stored procedures, where we can define logic, like, for example, let's suppose it's e-commerce website and higher price wins. We can define those kind of logic, but this requires the stored procedure. Now there is one more option, which is a simple merge without stored procedure. Okay. And in this logic, records will go in some kind of folder or bucket, and can be sorted out manually later, right? So I hope multi-master is all clear now, even with this learning how can we tackle the conflicts. However, it also raises question of consistency, right? Because data is flowing everywhere and we want availability or consistency. So for example, if you have data in West US and another in different region, let's say UK region, now it usually replicate quickly, but for example, let's say it takes 10 seconds to replicate data from US to UK. This is for example, okay? Don't say like it takes 10 seconds, just for example. So you updated the record in US, let's suppose 12 p.m. and someone is trying to read that record, that record at 12 p.m. 02 second. Now there are two situations. Do you want the user to read old data or you want user to wait for 8 more seconds? Because remember, it takes 10 seconds to replicate to the another region. Now this trade-off, you want the availability, like if I ask for the request, I could see it then and there, read it, maybe it's old data, that's fine with me, but the data should be available. Or consistency. It's a trade-off. It depends the kind of application you're running, which one is more important for your application. But you understand now what consistency is, what availability is. So in this example, we have situation of consistency and availability. If you want latest data, then this will fall in consistency. And if you don't want to wait, then it will under availability. Don't get confused, this availability, what we are talking about, this is the availability of your request. You type something and you wait until you have the response from the server. Do you want the response as soon as possible? Maybe the old data, that's what we are talking about, right? If you want the most updated response, then of course there is a little latency involved because data is replicating, or you want data as soon as you request. So in this, so if you, that we talked about, data availability means user should not wait for every request to update it. And consistency is every request should be updated and we have to choose as per the need of the application and fulfill these kind of scenarios. Cosmos DB provides 5 levels of consistency. And these 5 levels of consistency is one of the main feature of Cosmos DB. And you can choose the kind of consistency is relevant for your application. Well, we'll be talking about these consistency in detail in next videos. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.